Good morning. I'm on my second cup of coffee here. I was going to just show you real quick how to do a video with VSDC. I was thinking about what are the most important things for someone that's never used this before. And by the way, I just learned on my own by watching some other people's YouTube videos and stuff. Now this is kind of silly. I'm actually using Adobe Rush, it's called, on my phone as a video editor to show you about making a video with VSDC Video Editor on a computer. So it's kind of weird that way, but anyway, I at least wanted to tell you that I'm using a phone to do this video. So let's see here. Well, when you first open it, this thing pops up. It wants you to upgrade it and pay, but you don't need to. So I close that. Now, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is hit New Project up here. And you can call it what you want right there. Like, oh, flying. That sounds like a good one. And all this stuff is pretty much just comes up as default. There's a lot of stuff you could change there, but I never do. Finish. And then the next thing you want to do is hit this thing that says Run Wizard. Create Sprite Slideshow. And then you'll get a box that comes up like that. And then what you do is you drag and drop the pieces of video that you want to use, like the raw footage, you put it in there. Okay, so the next step is come in here and find the video that you're looking for. And I like this one right here because it's easy. It's a pilot named Rob is landing up at Harris Hill. So let me just show you how to do this. I'm gonna hold down the right or the left button, and I'm gonna drag it. This is out of Windows Explorer here. Drag it over here. I have two screens, that's why it looks a little funny, but so I drug it over and drop it there. Now there's stuff you can do with this. You can rotate this right here, and now that's upside down. I got to put it back the way it was. And then when you have all the different files in here, you just hit apply settings, and there. So it put that video footage in here on layer 1. Now I can edit this thing. Say I want to chop off the first amount of this. Yeah, I don't need all that stuff because I want to see more of just the landing. It's kind of hard to see him because it's small, but I don't even know where he is. Oh, here he is. Here he is. I guess I better go back a little bit more so you can pick him out up in the air there. So I'm going to cut this. Here's the cutting tool. So wherever this line is at, it's going to cut that. As long as this is blue highlighted and selected. Boom, it's cut. So now this piece here I can get rid of or move it out. I can move that out of my way. This one, I'll slide it over because that's going to be the start of the video. Now right there's the end of it. I gotta turn some sound on. want to have it very loud though. Just see what's going on here.
Nice. Wow.
48.
There was quite a bit of wind, but it was turbulent on the way down. Nice. Wow. That was really something. There was quite a bit of wind, but it was turbulent on the way down.
Was there anything in here that I wanted to?
Here comes Rob landing. Here comes Rob.
So I shouldn't have thrown that away so quick. I just cut that, get rid of this little front part. It's kind of nice, I guess, to have that. I'll move this back. Okay. Yeah. So what I need to do, I just want to chop that little piece off. Now just delete that little chunk. Now put this back where I had it in the beginning. And that'll be the whole. Now there's a split between these two. That doesn't matter. It'll go back. It'll be seamless once you look at the video. And then, so that's only 1 minute and 10 seconds long, that whole thing. So that's a very short one. Next thing you want to do before you do too much work is hit save and just call it. I'm gonna call it Rob. Landing at so I titled it Rob Landing at Harris Hill when I save this. So now it's saved. Forget what I guess. Oh yeah, I called it flying here. So I can change that. Go over here to this properties window and oh yeah, title. I call it the same thing that I called it on the when I saved it. I'll just say and then once I hit enter, okay. I don't know why it says Bob. I need to make it Rob. Okay. Now it says Rob Landing at Harris Hill. Okay, so that's closed. Now it says Rob Landing at Harris Hill up here for the project name. Hit save again. And notice over there now it says Rob Landing at Harris Hill. Oh, what I wanted to show you is text. That's always nice to have text. So first off, I'm going to go back over. Where did that properties window thing go? properties. Click that. Okay, there's properties. So I don't have to retype all this stuff. I'm going to grab that and hit copy. And then I come over here to text, and I'm going to input some text, and it's going to come in from wherever the current cursor position is. Well, okay, let me move the cursor to here, to the beginning. And then I'm going to say text. And from cursor position, okay. Now, I clicked on the screen. Now I'm going to go paste, and it's going to put that title on here. And so they can hardly see that text, but if you go up to the editor here, you can change the text color to something you can see, like that. So that works, and you can make it bold. Hit bold, makes it a little larger. And I guess I might as well put something else on here. I'll put like November. This would be better if I could type better. So freespiritflight.com is the flying club, just to let people know where this video was made. And then you can shrink this down, this text, so it only shows up for a few seconds.
Here comes Rob landing.
Maybe a couple seconds longer you want it.
Here comes Rob landing.
And that's basically all you do. You hit save, and then to create this into something you can use for YouTube, you just go here and you hit export project. You don't need to upgrade this, just hit continue. And what it's doing now is it's converting the file. Now there's different templates that you can use when you're doing this conversion, but I think I just use the simple one that's to create like I think it's an MP4 file, and it works well to just use that and then upload it to YouTube. Oh, so here's something else. I just edited this again to show, well, I think I had the club, but I also put more flying videos at Soaring Road Trip so that you can find me on YouTube. And one last thing I'm just going to show you can do, save yourself a lot of time, is copy that text. And I want to move the cursor to the end, put the same text there if you want, or you can edit that text. And there you go. I don't think I need it to be quite that long. Okay. So,
here comes Rob landing.
Watch the whole thing quick. Just doing that to make sure that there wasn't any glitches in what I did.
The wind has gone quite north, and when I landed, there seemed to be a lot of wind gradient. Oh yeah, he's bobbing around there. day to land. There was a lot of sink and ups and downs and bouncing around.
It's neat to make videos because you relive the experience of being there.
Nice. Wow. That was really something. There was quite a bit of wind, but it was turbulent on the way down.
So there's that text at the end. So there it is, done. I'm gonna, since I exported it already, I'm gonna re-export it, and it's gonna ask me to overwrite it. So now take a look at this. Export project. Says the project will be converted to chosen video format. Oh yeah, there's the format I'm using. See, it's highlighted right there to MP4. So export project, again, it's gonna say file already exists. Are you sure you want to replace it? Just hit yes. So it's sitting up here working. It's converting that file into an MP4. So then I'm going to post that on the YouTube channel. There's one other thing I failed to mention that might help you. See this little thing here? It's kind of like an end marker. It doesn't seem to always matter, but for some reason sometimes it does, and I haven't quite figured that out. But I scoot that over here to the end of this stuff. That way, you know, that's basically where I want this video to be stopped. So I will tell you something that can really make you shake your head and go nuts for a little while. And that is, if you happen to have a piece of video sitting out here in space somewhere, farther out on the timeline than where you're ending this. For example, I'll just show you. I'll take this and I'll copy this out here. And I'm already pretty far zoomed out, but let me put this thing out here once for now. I'm just doing this. I'm not going to save it. Paste this. So now you got a chunk of video sitting out here. And it's even worse if this thing is kind of like off the screen somewhere, like way out here, and you don't realize that it's out there. When you hit, let's see, export project, if you do this, if you export project here, I hate to do it. It says, do you want to overwrite this? Well, I'm going to say no, because I don't want this to really happen, but I want to see. I'll just put it here for now. Call it test, so I can come back. All right, now watch this really close, what it tries to do when it tries to compile. Oh yeah, so here, instead of it being 1 minute and 10 seconds, it's 3 minutes and 47 seconds. So I'm going to stop conversion on that because I don't really want that. But go back to projects and then click on this thing again. What just happened is it's finding this and it's using this. So it's gonna compile a video that's 3 minutes long instead of where you wanted it to end, which was here. So I've had that happen where I've had scraps of video, stuff that I cut and I moved it off to the side and I missed one. And then I went to compile the video or you know, export project to do the conversion. and it found this little piece of video way out in there, and it caused the thing to be extra long for no need. So anyways, that's important to clean up after yourself. And one of the ways is to really zoom out so you can see everything. And if there's pieces out there, your timeline will go out there. You can take the slider bar over. But a way to get rid of them is just go down a ways and make a box almost up to where you're at. And then that selects everything within that box. And then you just hit delete. And now you got rid of all that junk. And it should be working much better for you to compile it. Or I keep saying compile, but to export project and make that MP4. So, yeah. There you go. So, put this back to the beginning. And I'm not going to save anything that I did because I just wanted to show you a potential screw up, and it's happened to me more than once.